Hello and welcome to this video blog post here at Finding Direction. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened on the weekend, and I thought I would do it face to face for once. So here I am. This weekend we were gone from Friday until Tuesday night. That was yesterday night. And we went first to Texcoco. We went to visit some friends there, Raleigh and Joanne Smith. Raleigh and Joanne are actually part of our team with our mission organization, CAM. And so we had a really good time visiting with them in Texcoco. So Texcoco is kind of to the east of Mexico City, so we're going kind of north from here. So we had a good time with them on Friday, and on Saturday we spent some more time with them. We stayed there overnight, and actually they had some mail for us from Dallas, and I got a couple of books, one of which is a Bible. I got a Bible. Remember this? This is the Bible I won. That's right. A waterproof Bible. Yeah. So it really is waterproof. And good thing too, right? So got that. Spent some time with Raleigh and Joanne, and they were kind enough to watch our kids on Saturday, and Sherry and I went out to eat, and that was Sherry's birthday, so that was really good. And while we were there at the restaurant, we spent a little time brainstorming, and you'll see actually I'm in the kitchen right now, and there's a reason for that. One thing we were talking about was an upcoming ministry that, Lord willing, Sherry will be able to have, and that is baking. There's a lot of people interested in having a baking class in Jesus Maria, in this new housing development, and so we did a whole bunch of brainstorming about how that could work, what we could do, what we could do in each class, how long it could be, and all kinds of ideas of how that could work. So I'll tell you more about that in a minute. On Saturday we went on to the baker's house in Pachuca, so continued north to Pachuca, which is northeast of Mexico City. And the bakers have two young kids, Josiah and Abigail, and so our kids had a really great time playing with them. And we had a great time visiting with the family. On Sunday, we got to take part in the 11th anniversary of the Baker's Church. So that was really exciting. And Sherry and I sang Peace there, and that was really neat. And our former field director here in Mexico, Jim Eberline, spoke. And Jim has a long history with that church, and so it was just great to hear him speak and spend some time with him. Jim and Cheryl Eberline are now in Uruguay doing ministry down there with a team, and they shared with us on Monday at the Baker's house with a whole bunch of CAM missionaries. So we got to visit with a whole bunch of other missionaries that we hadn't seen for a while on Monday, and I got to lead worship for that, which was really fun. And so we spent time in prayer together and hearing about what everybody's doing, and hearing all kinds of great ideas. But it was really great to hear from Jim and hear about the field in Uruguay. A lot of huge challenges, both personal and just as a mission field, but exciting things happening, and Jim was just really generous with ideas for ministry, and taking the time just to disciple us and give us ideas and share with us, and it was just a really good time. But I'm sure Jim and Cheryl would appreciate your prayers, and the other members of that team, some of whom are in Uruguay, some of whom are still preparing to go. But just a really exciting ministry happening down there, and if you want to connect with that, just let me know and I'll email you more information. So that was, let me see, where are we? Monday. And on Tuesday, we spent some more time with the bakers. We saw a bit of Pachuca, went up into the mountains, and I'll try to get some pictures up a little later about that. But that was a really good time, and spent some time with the bakers. The bakers have really known what it's like to deal with health issues in ministry and things like that, and so we had a good time brainstorming with them and getting ideas, and I think that will continue. I think it was really helpful for all of us, and got introduced to lots of people and in Pachuca, and it was just overall a good time. Another thing we did in Pachuca is we visited a kitchen store. And this, of course, was once again related to this ministry that, Lord willing, Sherry will be able to have. So we got some things for her personally that she'll be able to use in this ministry. And also, one thing we want to see is we want to help these women that take this class to be able to maybe continue on with baking if they want to do it. Some of them are just interested in learning for their families, and others are interested maybe in using it as a business, maybe a little extra income for their families. So we were thinking about ways to make available to them, either for a small price or as prizes maybe, or giveaways, things that they would be able to use, because people here just do not bake. They generally use their ovens for storage. It's just not something that they do. And so they don't have a lot of things that they would use for baking. So we would want to, in fact, some things are available in stores and some things are a lot harder to find. So we bought a whole bunch of things that we may be able to use in that way. But there is one way that you may be able to help if you're interested. One thing we haven't been able to find, and maybe someone in Mexico listening to this will be able to tell us where to find it, or someone may be able to buy it and ship it to us. But Sherry went to do she's done some baking in the past as a ministry. The women from the church, Sendero de Vida, do an evangelistic outreach once a month, and they've done baking for that once in a while. And so Sherry went to a lady's house and all ready to do some baking. And you know how sometimes you go to bake and you set the oven to 350 and your cookies or your muffins or your bread just doesn't quite turn out, and you think, was 350 really 350? Is the oven too hot, too cold? Well, this oven had these settings. That's right. Minimum and maximum, and that was it. And a lot of ovens are like that here. In fact, our oven's a little fancier. Our oven has 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's it. And so one thing that's really, really useful is an oven thermometer. And we have not seen them here. I'm sure you can buy them somewhere in Mexico, but we haven't seen them here. And so if someone would be interested in buying, this would be something that would be really, really useful for people in the class when they want to bake in their own house. If someone would be interested in buying 10, 20, 30 of these and shipping them down to us, something good quality, doesn't have to be gold-plated or anything like that, but something that's not going to melt in the oven or be destroyed the first time you use it. So we're not talking about a meat thermometer that you stick in the meat, or like a candy thermometer that you stick in a pot, but an oven, well, here I have one. Here, this is Sherry's oven thermometer. It would be really good if it had Celsius and Fahrenheit on it, but it's just a simple thermometer, sits in your oven, withstands high heat. This also has a hook, so it'll hook onto your tray, or your, you know what I'm talking about, in the oven there. So something like that, if someone would be interested in touching a community down here in Mexico and helping a community, we want to make this baking class something that will actually be useful, something that will actually help, and that will be helpful long term to people. So anyway, we did find some things, no oven thermometers, but we did find some things that were very useful at the kitchen store, so we've gotten a start and have lots of ideas. And Sherry found out today that they're going to actually do some baking tomorrow in Jesus Maria, so she's going to be involved in that, Lord willing. And there's going to be lots of questions. When are you starting? What are the classes going to be like? How long are they going to be? So she's going to be trying to plan something probably today to start going on, and it'll be a great way to help the community, to make friends, and glorify the Lord. So that is our goal. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all doing well. Feel free to leave a comment, write a letter, drop a line. We'll talk to you later.